Hey guys, I am so excited that y'all can join us tonight for Hemp is Hope and Not Dope. Guys, it is hailing right now in Houston, Texas, and surrounding areas. And so I see the internet, the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi going in and out. So hopefully we're going to have service tonight. If it goes black, it's not because we didn't pay a bill. It's because the internet then went off. Okay, guys. So we're gonna get right into it. And so this month is April, and the month of April is autism. So that's the month of April. Hey, Will, how are you?
Hey,
We're so glad to have you. Will is not in Texas, but we are experiencing hell right now. I don't even know. Like we had beautiful weather, and all of a sudden, like just prepare. You're getting a rainstorm and hell. We're like, what? And so people are saying it's breaking glass and everything.
oh
And
wow.
hopefully we keep the internet up. It went off a few times, so we're gonna pray that it stay up for our showtime. And so, guys, we're gonna talk to y'all about autism. So, if y'all have any questions, as y'all know, we can see them. So, drop them below. I have a quick video that I wanted to for y'all that I found that y'all might find very useful. But if you want to go first, Will, you can.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Hemp is hope, not dope. Um, I've had great experience with CBD, and I do have a son who has the Asperger's spectrum, and we've had great results with using the CBD oil. But I want to see this video, so let's jump into it.
He said, "I want to see this video." Uh, I thought I had it down packed on how to use it. Look at me. You know I'm not that. I thought I had. Oh, you know what? Present. There you go. Share screen. There we go. So I found some amazing videos. Amazing videos. When I tell you, oh, okay, might have to see it. Making sure what's going on. Can you see it?
I don't see the video yet.
Will, do you see it?
I don't see it yet. I'm hearing something.
I think it's the internet.
Takes him a minute longer than you or I.
Very social. So as he's they noticed his anxiety sometimes.
Melt down and call it throwing a tantrum.
Something that would previously make performance like this tough.
And I was like, we have to do something because we can't live this way. It's torture for him.
So she gave CBD oil a try. She had been researching it on the advice of a client. And when they noticed his anxiety may be about to get out of control, they'll put a couple of drops of oil in his juice.
Within like 1 to 2 minutes, he was fine.
When I tell you that,
Wow.
were you surprised to learn that CBD oil would have helped a young man like him?
No.
No?
That is Panavidra pediatrician Dr. Aylan Ozdemir, and she is a big advocate for using CBD to treat various things, including autism. Now, the science of it all is pretty complex, but I'll do the best to break it down for you through the art of cartooning. So in the human brain, you've got billions of these neurotransmitters, things that are communicating back and forth. And within the transmitters, you have receptors that determine what chemicals get released, turned on, turned off. CBD, when ingested, it's a promiscuous molecule. Oh, but not like that. Meaning it doesn't exactly fit in with all of the receptors. Certain reaction when it fits just a little bit. So for instance, it hooks up with a receptor for dopamine or serotonin. serotonin. That chemical gets released, and boom, it's anti.
We know, CBD has an effect on, receptors.
How did it go? It went great.
A treatment that has given them a lot of relief, even though it's certainly not perfect or a cure-all. Katie says that for them, it's made all the difference.
You did great. We weren't going to let autism take control of our life and not do anything for fear of him having anxiety or getting upset. And it's wonderful.
And it's legal. And often, of
So I thought that was just wonderful to share. Because I know they always hear us talking about it all the time. I know we talk about your son because he has Asperger's, but I want you to talk about your son again too, because this is the show that we really want to talk about it on. But I know they get to hear it from us, but I wanted them to know if they just go and search for themselves on YouTube, it's so many stories, story after story after story, whose lives have been changed. People who have actually almost went to jail because they taken a child from a different state, from out of a school, to put them on this CBD because they state wouldn't allow it, because they was like, look here, my child is going to get better and I want to try it to see. So I love it. So tell us about your story, Will.
Okay, well, my son, we call him Baby J, but for a long, long time, he was really the most stressful thing in my life. It was nightmarish. I've got videos of him just really, what the world would probably call just freaking out. Some people would probably take it as violence, but it's more so a big mixture of emotions, of being upset, not understanding things, sadness, and that spectrum. I wish we could find a few other people with the same situation to get on here and kind of share their story if they have a child with Asperger's. But they are so focused in on what they're focused in on, whether it's the video games or certain things they want to watch on YouTube videos or whatever. And when you pull them away from that, it's like somebody going haywire. It's like, remember back in 1999, they said that when the computers hit 2000, everything was going to go haywire and people thought the world was going to shut down. That's how it is. Like when you pull them away from that environment that they're so absorbed in, it's like it's like dropping them on a foreign planet in an instant. Like they don't get to see the trip going there and can really realize, okay, we're about to, travel to this foreign planet for a few months. It's not like that. You pull them from an environment, and if you don't like literally talk them through, this is what's about to happen, this is what needs to happen, you can't just like cut the TV off on them. They'll go ballistic. And like I say, some people take it as violence sometimes, but a lot of times he was just on the floor crying, but he might be making some ugly faces, some scary faces. But at the same time, I've got enough psychology and psychological background to realize, this is an emotional breakdown of sadness, because they don't understand, they don't process what needs to really, really happen. They don't really process, let's go over here and make sure that our homework and other priorities are done before we indulge in hours of video gaming or hours of watching, whatever on YouTube. So, matter of fact, my son he'll watch like cartoons but not like cartoons. I guess I don't know if it's anime or whatever they call it, but it won't have any talking. It can just be music, just beep, 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 dee, dee, dee.
And he'll just watch it.
My baby girl trying to tell me, what is Janaya? It's not anime. It's not anime, but it's something, whatever he be watching. And it just be music. And there might be some symbols going up the screen, some X's and some L's and whatever. And like, I'm like, what in the world are you watching? But don't put him away from it because it's like the wheels fell off the bus.
Oh no.
Right. Hey, April, how are you?
I'm in a different place than normally I'm at, so I'm like sneaking on. And my phone wasn't working, and I didn't have a computer, and it was just all bad.
So Will was just April is not the girl April, not the woman, the mom, the entrepreneur April, the month April. One of the highlights in April is autism. And so we're going to talk about how autism and how they're using CBD and hemp oils and how it has affected people's lives, right? But then Will was talking about his son with Asperger's,
Yes,
and how it has affected his son. But then he was telling us, let me tell you, listening to Will, like really, like I hope you're in some type of support group, like just listening to it. Like I know some people who have kids with autism, and I know y'all that's a whole village by itself.
Yeah.
Just to be able to understand.
Yes.
Like, because the mentality of an adult is like, let's go. I said, let's go. And it's like,
Right.
you can't just do it like that.
Right.
Like, that's not how you can raise that child.
No,
and
you
so,
can't.
yeah. Okay. And so you was breaking it down to like how you can't just break him away from watching TV or from anything. Okay.
No.
And so how did CBD help with that process?
Well, so I was fortunate to be around people talking about CBD, and I was also fortunate to be a part of a company that I had gotten familiar with years ago, and they started to manufacture and produce a CBD oil. So because I trusted the company and I knew the CEO of the company, and I had went to the manufacturing facility, company headquarters, and all that, I decided to buy a bottle of this expensive little stuff for what I thought was very, very expensive, at about 100 and some change per bottle.
And that is expensive.
I think initially it was 110 for the first bottle. But nevertheless, I got home, tried it myself. And one day my son came home. I think he came home from school and was kind of getting into that. So the fuse is going down, I come here, boy. And then I calmed down. Never forget. Brought him into the kitchen, and I shook the stuff up, and I said, "Open your mouth." And I had a million thoughts going through my head, like, should I give this to him or should I not? But I was just at my wit's end. So, because he's in the IEP program at school, and they take him out of class for, whatever else. And we have to go to the counselors and talk to the, we have to have the round table, talk about him with the teachers and the outside specialty people at the, this takes time out of our day. Then he goes to counseling in the evenings at like 5:30 or 6 o'clock. So, weekly, sometimes bi-weekly. So anyway, I'm at my wit's end, and I just hold your tongue up. And to me, I noticed a difference that first day.
Wow. And so, April, you wasn't on just a second ago, but Will just say he seen a difference the first day. The video we watched, they seen a difference in what they said, Will.
I heard that a person said like within hours. Yeah.
Within an hour.
Yeah.
They said they put it in his juice, and within 1 or 2 hours, they can start seeing the difference. And that's such a blessing. And you know what they do? When they start seeing the buildup, when they start noticing the buildup, they like, come get some juice, right? And so that's just being in tune with your child. Like, you know what? Hold up, let's go. You know,
Yeah.
I am in tune with myself. So every morning I get up and I'm like, CBD coffee, okay? Because I already know my day is gonna be in tune with myself. Okay, so you gave it to him that one time, and then that same day, like what kind of results did you see?
The biggest thing with me is like being able to talk to him, like calm down.
Oh,
Not having him fly off the handle uh, for a situation. It can be anything. It can be like call his name and he's like, you know what, or just any kind of thing that I would take as a negative response is like it's coming. It might not be the same thing, but it's something negative coming, you know. So I just felt better and had great results the first day, first week. Kept him on it for a while, and then kind of had him go off of it. And then recently, as far as like a month and a half or so ago, started him back on it again. And now I'm have gotten back off of it because it seems like I'm starting to understand in what I think. I'm not a doctor, nothing like that, no scientist, but I think it just like your system starts to replenish and it just holds on to whatever. And the receptors, it's kind of like they get healed and they know what to do.
I think there's they don't know for sure. Sorry. They don't know for sure, but I think there's a deficiency in it, in that in the clients that they've studied. I think there's a deficiency in the autism patients, and that might be why. And there's not a lot of research because this stuff is this part of our system is so new. There's not a lot of research, but what I was reading on it, and the people I know, that a lot of them were showing deficient in it, and that is why when we're taking the CBD oil, it's replenishing what isn't there because it never was there.
Wow.
Which is why, like when your body produces a little bit, okay, and you lose some of it, now you have ADHD, now you have anxiety. Okay, fine, because you lost it or you need a little bit more. But when you don't have it at all and you're deficient and you didn't get any, your brain could, work differently without it. So that's what I was. Now, I'm not a scientist nor am I a doctor, so I can't quote that. But based on my research, it shows that autism patients, a lot of them are deficient in what our bodies already create normally.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna get to April because y'all already know y'all girl that done some research too. So she's gonna drop us some tea in a second. Okay. And so So great info. Anything else you want to add before we get to April?
No, go ahead. I'm just amazingly thankful that the stars lined up enough for my family to be exposed to CBD oil, and then for us to meet in Vegas by the stars lining up. And most people don't know. Originally, I was on Rachel's podcast, Unmasking the Blueprint, talking about success, talking about gold and silver. And at the end of that podcast, she said something about, hemp and CBD and the results that she had. And I could kind of tell she didn't know that much about it, but she just, had great results. And it was like, okay, she doesn't know why she's having the great results. So I said, well, Rachel, the reason you have such great results is because your body has a whole endocannabinoid system. So in that system covers your entire body. When you start to replenish that system, you can get all kind of great benefits. Your hair might grow better. Your skin might glow better. Your heart, some people say is heart healthy, taking CBD oil, calming you down. So anyway, that's how I got here, and that's all I want to say. I'm just thankful that we got here and we can start sharing this information, because this is needed information. This is a must that we get out. People are dying literally, and we claim that we care about our people so much. You know, I mean, you got people every day talking about I'll kill for mine. But
Right.
okay, you get educated for yours.
Right. But will
That's
you?
my thing. Will you get educated for yours? You'll kill for yours. But will you get educated? Or will you just continue to pop pills and allow your people to pop pills and have a whole medicine cabinet full of pills that if you mess around and get them mixed up and take too many of them, it's going to kill you anyway. So anyway, I'm going to drop my mic.
But will you learn real quick? But will you learn for yours? I like that. I like that.
Right. Will you learn for yours?
Will you learn for yours? Yeah, it's crazy. You know, I laugh when I talk to certain people and they're not even open to like to hearing it. Like that's how naive negative are as a like you have to like unlearn what you learned to relearn new. Does that make sense? Like your brain is so programmed that you don't look into different directions. You're just stuck in the where you're already at. So, but yeah, no, I don't have a ton of research because there is not much on autism patients in CBD. A lot of times because they're children, they don't really do a lot of studies on children. But what I did find was that it shows that the endocannabinoid system is it's deplenished, like it's efficient in a lot of those patients. So when we're taking the CBD oil and we're replenishing the system that was deficient from birth, it's making the system work properly. And that's why I think you see a lot of corrections in those patients, maybe not all together because maybe there was damage from the deficiency already. Right. But you start to see a lot of their motor skills, their functions, the areas and where those receptors are located, you start seeing them to work again. So it's interesting. The reactions a lot of people get. It's crazy.
I went online today because I was trying to decide on like which videos I should play. And when like you were saying, there's not a lot of research because they don't want to research kids. But parents, I love you, autism parents. They are being, hey, beautiful. Hey.
It was my niece's birthday, so we're up late.
Whose birthday is it?
It's my niece and her cousin, so we're up a little later than usual because she had cake and ice cream, so that's why I'm hiding in her bedroom. And she's got this beautiful backdrop, so I'm like, why not?
It is. I'm looking like, hey, I did a new backdrop. I love it.
I know. I was like looking at it, and I'm like, I could totally paint this in my basement.
This is cute, guys. This is Hemp is Hope. This is what it's all about, being a business owner, being able to bring your kids on.
Yes.
You know, she educates her kids. We're going to not bring up other things, but look, we're not going to bring it. Look, she's going to block it out. But what was I about to say? But guys, they don't really do a lot of testing on autism kids. Of course, nobody want to get their kids do what they call it, guinea pigs.
Yeah.
But no. I want to give a shout out to all the autism parents because, baby, if you go to YouTube, these parents are being very vocal. They are YouTubing. They are going on the news. They are crossing states and countries, baby, to give their children CBD, to give their children marijuana, to see if it will work.
People desperate.
Them. Okay.
It is so sad that we have to be our own advocates so strongly. It's just so sad. It's like the medical system. Not that it's not that it's not needed. I would love to see a world where it could collaborate. Where Western medicine meets functional medicine all together, holistic medicine. That would be great. And I do see it happening more and more, throughout the country. But where you just feel like the system fails us time and time again. It's just happening more and more. It's sad.
Did you hear the sigh? So Hemp is Hope. That's why we're here. If y'all have any questions, always reach out to us. And ask, even if we're not live, ask the questions in the comments. We will come back and we'll answer them on a day that we are live.
Yes.
Or we'll even come underneath the comments and answer them for you, because we're going to find out the answer for you. If you want to be on the show, if you have experienced positiveness, negative, anything, even if you've been negative with CBD, let us know, because we're here to tell the truth. We're here to tell the truth about CBD. I'll be honest with you. I never knew until I was talking to Will. Will was like, you know how you have such positive results with CBD? I'm like, no, but I just know it makes me feel good. I just thought my body don't ache. I just know it. He was like, let me explain to you what's the system called? Because I be calling it
endocannabinoid.
That system that I be tearing up.
Endocannabinoid.
And I was like, no, tell me more. And then I just felt so ignorant because it's all on the internet. And I was just like, wow. And I was like, just like me, I'm taking something that I don't even know why I'm taking it, but it's making me feel great. And I'm like, we got to get this out to the world. And so I definitely appreciate April, mother, entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, taking the time out to be able to tell the world, this is what you know. April, we got 4 minutes. Guys, I noticed the show is not about migraines and stuff like that. It's about to go out. We're having very bad weather here in Texas.
Same
Did y'all
here.
just go
Same
out
here.
with me?
Yeah,
we're having very bad weather. Did y'all just go
So
out?
are we.
I just went out
We're
here.
having bad weather too.
Okay. So did y'all go out? Did y'all see me black out?
A little bit.
It broke up a little bit.
Yeah. Dang it. So we had a few minutes, and I would love for April to just give us a little bit of what made her go, you know what? Let me take time out and be on the show. And I want y'all to hear a story real quick, if you don't mind.
No, yeah, it's fine. So I just woke up one day and I didn't feel right. I've always been a migraine patient. I've always had headaches on a like seasonal couple months basis. I've had vertigo where I would wake up dizzy, but I was always managing it. And it was like once a year. Okay, whatever. I woke up one day and I had the aura like I was going to get dizzy, but I never got dizzy. And then I had an aura like I was going to have a headache, but I never got a headache. And then days went in and finally, bam, the migraine kicked in. I was hospitalized. I was in and out of the hospital. No one could give me any answers. They were just cocktailing me with meds after meds that made me feel worse. One of the medications made me lose my vision. I couldn't see for like 12 hours. So this went on for like a month. I was going to specialist after specialist, and another month went on. And I was going into more specialists, and nobody could give me an answer. At one point, they were just throwing pills at me, pills that weren't working, were making me feel worse. Nobody could give me answers. They were just kind of like, you just must be a migraine client. Like, you're just going to have headaches every day. Like, that's just something that's going to be you. You're never going to feel right. And I was like, I'm sorry, that answer doesn't work for me. You don't wake up at 35 and just never feel right again. And you guys tell me that's just what your life's going to be like. Right. So I just kept going and going and going and finding different doctors and different advocates. I went to naturopaths, and I went to the ophthalmologist, and I went to the oral surgeons, and I found a new chiropractor finally who noticed there was something going on in my body. The inflammation was extremely high in my body. And not to mention I was having like issues because I have scoliosis. It was kind of working its way up, and it was messing with the curve of my body. But because my inflammation was so high, it was pushing in a bone into my head. Well, I was so desperate that I didn't research it. I didn't know what it did. I just heard CBD is good for things. So I started taking CBD, and within hours, my migraine like depleted. Like it was like minimizing, almost going away altogether. I'm like, what is in this? So I start researching. I'm like, because I did get it from a reliable source. My girl Brandy was selling it, and she doesn't sell things that she doesn't believe in, and she doesn't sell things that she doesn't research, and she knows the sourcing and everything. So I trusted her. That's why I took it. And I didn't just go taking something from a stranger. I knew a friend. And then after that, I started researching it, like what's in it, why is it working, found the endocannabinoid system, researched why the endocannabinoid system does what it does, researched where the receptors are, why the receptors work where they work. And then after like a week or two, I noticed that my anxiety was going away, and so was my depression, on top of my migraines and my ADHD. And I was like, this is making me an overall better person, period. And then I was done. I was done from there. I never posted videos. I never talked on social media. That was it for me. Every day I was waking up, talking, sharing my story. I might not tell it every single day, but I sure go back to weekly and every other weekly telling that exact same story every single time. because I have a lot of people like myself. So
amazing. And that's why I wanted her to reshare, because like I said, guys,
crazy.
we're doing this because we want y'all to understand that we don't get paid to be here.
No.
But Will dropped a great nugget. Will is an amazing husband, a father. He's a serial entrepreneur himself, you know, and he takes this time out of his day. And he also used CBD. His son used CBD. And let me tell you the nugget that I just stole from you. We say we'll kill for hours, but we want you to get educated for yours. I might just say how Will said. I don't got that swag, but I'm gonna get it in a minute. I love it. And so we're so excited that y'all tune in with us on Wednesdays. I know y'all go back and watch the replays because I can see y'all. I appreciate the comments that y'all give to us. And so Will, if you could please, if you have anything else for you, let us out.
Thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hashtag replay in the replay notes. Ask any questions that you may have. Thanks for showing up and showing out, everybody. And always remember that hemp is hope, not dope. And come back for some more and get educated and learn for you and your family and those you truly care about. You know, don't lie. Let's not lie to ourselves about how much we care about people. And then they have all these sicknesses and ailments, and then we don't get educated on something that doesn't even have negative side effects. Get educated on something that doesn't even have a dependency potential. Come on now. All these other drugs, especially a lot of the pain drugs, they come with a high risk level for dependency and addiction. That leads to a lot of other things. So anyway, hemp is hope, not dope. Let's keep it real.
All right, guys. Until next, and we'll see y'all not this week, but next week. See y'all in 2 weeks, guys.
Let's do it.